We're here at Uni TV and Radio with a special guest. Her name is Linda Washington. Linda Washington, how you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great, Linda. I'm doing great. And you're from Springfield, Massachusetts. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
You up there with them New Edition boys. They up there. I think they're up in Roxbury somewhere, right?
Yes, in Boston.
In Boston, yeah, Boston. Malcolm X. Malcolm X came up in Boston too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Benzino from the Source magazine, right? Right?
Yes. Yes.
Some people, yeah, Boston's up in the son of a gun.
Yes, it was.
That's right. So listen, again, y'all listen to Uni TV and Radio. This is the Force MDs featuring Dr. Perry Pooh Show. This is Khaili, host, holding it down. And I got Alicia holding us down in the background. And again, I got a special guest, Linda Washington from Springfield, Massachusetts. And I mentioned to you earlier, Linda, that I do know some people up in Springfield. It's a group they're a group of young producers. They're called Rhythmatic. They're very super talented because they play in the church. They play all they play in the church, and I used to go up there. So it's like, it ain't like when you said Springfield, Massachusetts, I was like, where's that at? I knew where you was at, and I know Springfield, Massachusetts got it going on, and I'm glad you stopped by, as a guest on the show, because you have an interesting story, Linda. You have an interesting story. So you was born and raised in Springfield, Mass. Is that correct?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And did you finish school and all that, or how was your school, like going to school? How was that?
It was good. I finished. Okay. I graduated. Went to college.
Oh, excuse me, Dougie Fresh. Okay. so you had a lot of brothers, like siblings? Did you have a lot of siblings?
I have 7 brothers and sisters.
Oh, y'all was deep.
Yeah, we had a big family.
Nobody really mess with you, huh?
No, we all came together.
Y'all put a little Vaseline in your face. Don't mess with Linda.
Yeah, the Vaseline came in handy.
Oh, I know. I can see it, boy. I got some cousins named Linda too. That name Linda comes with a little weight to it. It got a little weight to it. But Linda,
that's it.
We was so motivated and inspired by your story, man. We can't wait to get into it. Like I say, everybody got a story, but like I said, you have a very unique story, and we want to kind of touch into the things that influence you and affected you to the point where your work is becoming like a source of healing and inspiration to other people. Give us a little backdrop of your story, okay?
Well, my story is when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Mm-hmm. And you think that when you fighting to survive breast cancer, you're okay. You're going to be okay. You can move on to your next step because you survived. But that's not true. It gets harder when you try to go out and start dating after breast cancer. And that's when my nightmare started. I got beat. Excuse me?
Give us an example of your nightmare. What do you mean by that?
Well, when I wanted to start dating, I got beaten. I got belittled. I got talked down to. I was told that I needed to get used to being treated like that because I wasn't a real woman anymore.
Hold on. Stop the traffic real quick. Now, did anything happen when you got breast cancer? Did your breast got removed, anything like that? What happened? Why would people say that?
I did. I had a double mastectomy.
Okay.
But I do have breast.
Mm-hmm.
And when it just seems like when you tell somebody you're a breast cancer survivor, it's just like everything just turns. It turns to 360. It's like you're not a real person. It's like they treat you like you don't even exist. It's like we can treat you like this because you don't matter. And you sit back and if you keep getting treated one way, you feel that's what you deserve. And I felt like that for a long time.
Mm. Wow. Okay. So after you had the surgery and stuff like that, you got into the dating thing, and somehow some of the people that you was dating really didn't accept you for who you were, or they tried to judge you on face value. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. It's not about getting to know the person.
Right.
It was about I guess what size you is, because I guess society got you thinking you got to be a certain size to be accepted, and it's hard, because nobody asks for this disease, but when you fight it and win, it's like you got to fight all over again just to be accepted, and it's hard. It's hard.
So Linda, when did you first find out that bring us back? When did you first find out that, whoa, did you feel a lump in your breast in the shower? Because I know a lot of women in the shower, they check for the lumps under their breasts and stuff in the shower. That's when you found out?
Yes, I did my own my own exam every month. And I found my lump, but I was told that it was chocolate and caffeine. So stop eating chocolate and drinking caffeine and your lump will go down. It didn't go down. It got bigger and it got sore.
Ooh.
And by the time I got to the surgeon, which was a year later,
right,
I found out I had cancer.
Was it in both breasts at that time or just one?
It was in one, but then it moved to another, and then it moved to the other side.
Wow. Well, bring us back to when you got the surgery. Was family there? Was people there to support you in going through this whole thing? Was there anybody there supporting you, like making sure you was good? Other than, of course, the Lord. The Lord is there all the time. Was anybody else around you supporting you?
My son and my daughter was always there with me. So they were sitting outside the surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And when I had my surgery, my doctor would call me up and she was like, Linda, well, let me go back. This is before I had my surgery. I didn't believe I had cancer because I was told chocolate and caffeine. So when she told me, when she did a biopsy right there in her office and it came back I had breast cancer, she was calling me every day. Linda, you got cancer. I said, I ain't got no cancer. They told me it was chocolate and caffeine, and if it wasn't for my doctor calling me every day and talking me down, I don't think I would be here today.
Wow. So chocolate and caffeine is a mixture for cancer?
That's what I was told for a whole year.
I gotta look into that because I definitely like chocolate and I definitely be drinking caffeine. I have to look into it. But okay, so you did the surgery. Your children there supporting you after the surgery. As time go by, you adjust into your new self, the new you, your new image, and your new perception of you. And when did you feel, or how was it said to you that made you feel people wasn't really accepting you for who you are, the beauty? Because said beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? So it's like, when did you feel that outside negative, immature energy was coming? When you said when you first started dating, that's what you said? I think that's what you said, right?
Yes. When I first started dating, they felt like it was okay to cheat because I was told Sometimes they need to be with a woman with real breasts. Um, to get beat, I got beat. I got
Oh, oh,
belittled, talked down to.
let me talk. Let me talk. I just gotta say, for all your cats that's out there, and whoever you are, you know, it shouldn't be in your psychic. And I like to, a lot of us grew up a certain way, and and sometimes things pass from generation to generation. But I'm gonna let all y'all kings and queens out there know it's not good to beat your queen. It's not good to beat a woman, especially a black woman, any woman, period, but especially a black woman. And it melts my heart, Linda, to hear basically after what you went through, it got to that point. Now, when you said just now that you started to get, physically abused by different people and whatnot, like what, how did that start? Did it start from arguments? Where did that energy come from?
I guess it was in the person, because soon as you hear that, you sit up here and you say, okay, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and then all of a sudden the whole attitude and the whole demeanor just changed, like you don't matter. I can treat you any way I want to because you're nothing, and you're not never going to be anything, and that's what I was told that so many times. It's just like,
wow.
I couldn't believe it. It's just like, okay, then, you sit there and you be saying, okay, so I sat here and I fought to survive. I didn't ask for this disease, but I beat it. But what comes after it is worse than what you fighting in cancer.
Okay, so now, with all that happening to you like that, where did you find your strength to, get up and like, yo, you know what? Forget what you say about how you feel or what you do or you think you can abuse me. Where do you find? Where do your strength come from to get you up? So now that your voice can be a voice, other women that went through what you went through can hear your voice echoing in their soul and in their ear. Where did your strength come from?
My strength came from me writing down all my experiences that I went through. If it wasn't from me writing down what I went through, it's hard. That was my therapy for myself, because I felt like I wrote everything down that I had to go through, and it took me to the darkest spot in my soul that I didn't want to come out. But once I started writing all my experiences and stuff that I went through, it made me stronger.
Okay, we're gonna go to break right now, y'all. All right, Alicia?
Oh, what a wonderful feeling that I found someone for me. I was just about to give up on love, and there you were before me, and it's plain to see. Because of you, all because of you, finally love again. Finally love again. Finally love again. Because of you. Finally love again. Finally love again. Finally love again. Oh yeah. Now that I found you, I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Waiting for the right time to tell you. So long, I found a way to love again, and it's all because of you. All because of you. Finally love, I can finally love, yeah. Finally love again, love again. Because of you. It's all because of you. Finally love, I can finally love again. Finally love, yeah, yeah. I don't know what to say. You don't have to say anything, babe. I feel like I owe you my life, and I think I feel the same way. I don't wanna feel no more pain. Girl, I swear I'm gonna love you for the rest of my days. This is all I can say. Because of you, all because of you.
I think y'all enjoyed that joint there, huh? So, Loving You by Linda Washington and my man, Pots and Pan, Baked Beans, Lasagna, the whole boing boing, Superstar Lamar. Woo! That was hot. That was hot. Yo, shout out to my daughter, Shira. Love you, girl. All right, so I'm gonna get it. Look, the Linda, you heard me interviewing this, that was her singing. Linda is real. Keep your eye on you, Linda. That was interesting.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. That was very interesting, Linda.
Thank you.
So before we get into the music, because we kind of like,
okay.
I had to hit you up, the listeners in the head, like she was like, yeah, I'm going through this, but I sing, I do my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen. So let's step back, because we're gonna get right into the music in the book as well. Okay.
Okay.
So you said, so it sounded like you were saying before we went on break, you found your voice in journalizing what you was going, like in your journals of what you was going, like your book, what you wrote down about what you was going, your experiences, writing it down, kind of. You found your voice by hearing your story. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I can, this is what I'm going through. You know what I mean? I can soar past this. Is that correct? That's pretty much what you were saying?
Exactly. Yes.
It
is. That was my therapy for myself.
Right.
For me to get some kind of sanity back into my life. That was my way of fighting through the demons that I had to go through.
You know what? And you know what? I want to just take a look at the audience out here and just say, because I'm telling you, a lot of people are tuned in. I mean, a lot of people are tuning in right now. Just let you know that. And a lot of people are tuning in. So watch this. Look now. How did that from there go into music? When did the music thing start? Was you always doing music, or just don't tell me when you was going to, you say, you know what? I got a song. Y'all want to hear it? How happened? How did that happen? Like, it's like, when did you start the singing process? Was you always singing?
I was singing. I was in the choir when I was younger.
Okay.
And I always sung, but I stopped singing for a long time. And just a year ago, I started singing again. And I, everything I went through, I just don't want anybody else to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't want nobody else to go through that. Let me just take a look at, our people are saying, keep your head up. You're strong. Wow, what a story. Salute to you. They really giving it up to you right now. And that's a good thing. They're giving it up. I'm just looking at the chat in there right now. So Linda, you getting some love, Linda, whether you want it or not. You getting some love today, baby girl. You getting some love. You giving you love today. You getting love. You getting some love, son. Yeah. So if y'all listening, man, y'all can hear this story. This story is, what people's journeys in life can be and are is real, and it's just like, it's really gonna have to do with what you make out.
Here I lay all alone, toss and turn, longing for some of your tender love. I'm waiting for the right moment to come, so I can thank you for all the tender love you given to me. Tender love, love so tender, pulling me close to you. Baby, I surrender. Candles, they light the dark. Now I see how lovely the feelings are. The tender love you give it to me.
Listen, welcome back, y'all. You know, that we had to intro with the class and just to keep y'all connected with what's going on here, you know. And shout out to Stevie D, Jaime, Chesty, everybody, the whole crew, my sister, everybody, shout out to everybody. But at the end of the day, today is about Linda Washington. You hear me? And her story, surviving breast cancer, her story, making beautiful music for your ear. You know what I mean? Her story, her book. So how did you get inspired to write the book?
Well, the book was came from my therapy. Everything I was going through, I wrote down.
Right.
You know, it's the experiences that I went through. You see who your family is, you see who your friends are, you know. It was experience. It was an eye opener for myself. And I thought if I went through this, God knows how many more women are going through the same thing and not saying anything because nobody listens. They feel like they don't matter. And that's why I put my book up. That's why I wrote my book, and because you do matter.
So then, what do you want? What's your message to the women right now? Everybody that's listening, stop what you're doing. We're gonna get. What's your message to everybody right now, Linda? Especially the women.
My message is that everybody is beautiful inside and out, and you shouldn't get judged because of the size of your breasts. Everybody matters. Everybody matters. And you might be missing out on that one person that's supposed to be in your life because of the fear of why? Because her womanhood got taken away. So instead of being negative towards a person, embrace that person and embrace yourself and know that you're worth it and that you do matter. And don't let nobody take that from you. Because I let it get to me. I stopped dating for 12 years and still counting. And I don't want nobody else to miss out on finding that one person that completes them.
That was a good answer. That was a real good answer. So I want to say, man, Linda, it's been an honor, you know, having you as a guest on the show. And where can people find your book and your music at? Where would you at your website? How would they get to you?
You can purchase the book on Amazon.com. My name of my book is Forbidden and Broken, Finding Love Behind the Scars. And you can listen to my music on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, any music outlet, my song is there. And you can find me on Facebook on the www.facebook.com/Linda Washington or Twitter, www.twitter/Linda Washington or Instagram, the same.
So the book is called Love Behind the Scars. Is that correct?
Forbidden and Broken, Finding Love Behind the Scars.
Wow, that is I gotta say, we interview a lot of people, every day, and this is interesting, man, because you just don't know what somebody's going through, and you don't know how their story can bring, inspiration and gifts back into your life by you recognizing your own strengths, by you able to, resurrect yourself to get back, in the flow of being your divine self, and starting that journey back to, evolving into your best self. So, Linda Washington, thank you for being a guest on Uni TV and radio, Force MDs, featuring Dr. Pebbly Pooh Show. And shout out to Lady Rain out there in Arizona. And real quick, you was in Arizona too, right? You was in Arizona.
Yes, I did.
I thought I seen you out there in Arizona.
You probably did.
I thought I seen you out there in Arizona. Yeah. Singing.
Yeah,
right
you
outside.
probably did.
No, singing in the mountains. Singing in the mountains.
Mountains.
Now, Gay, what you about to say? I'm sorry, Gay.
Yes, sir. You got jokes? We're in the mountains now.
But Linda, I want to shout out Superstar Lamar. He was rocking on that track, man.
Yeah, he was.
Lamar, man. He definitely complimented the track, man. Shout out to you, guy. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And again, Linda, we want to thank all our listeners for listening. We're going to re-air this, you know what I mean? And you also definitely going to see it on all of Linda's platforms as well, okay? So y'all support our sister Linda. She's doing what she's doing. And, if you want to be a guest on our show, just inbox us in the in the comments and stuff like that, and we'll have our people look at it and call you back and put it together. And again, shout out to Linda Washington, man. She just really, she really just became an inspiration for millions of people, man. You know what I mean? And it's somebody, and also she just, re-strengthened herself. That was a beautiful thing. So thank you, Linda, for being on our show. Thank you for sharing your story, okay?
Thank you for having me on your show. It was a pleasure, and it was nice meeting you.
You too. We had a great time with you.